welcome back to my channel. If you've been following along on Instagram this week, you know that today's video I am featuring another special guest to help me decide between two different bases of a London Fog Latte. Before we jump in and I introduce who the special guest is today, I want to give you guys a quick rundown on why I choose to make my London Fog Lattes using the Pluck brand of teas, which is a Canadian local company to us that we now carry at Joanne's Place. So many teas that are on the market use different ingredients and a lot of synthetic products in the process of making their teas, which can be incredibly harmful for our health. So what I love about Pluck is not only are they a part of a tea partnership, which ensures that the tea that they are choosing is not only certified organic, Rainforest Alliance approved, non-GMO, fair trade, they also take into consideration the ethics in which the workers who are harvesting the teas. Also, Pluck has partnered with many other Canadian companies to formulate their products. So they use the grape skins that are left over from sbux Organic and Biodynamic Farm, which is located in the Niagara region. They use berries from Nova Scotia, lavender from Prince Edward County, and the cacao shells that are left over from the company called Chocosol. And I have talked a lot about Chocosol. They also have incredibly high standards, and it's really great that they could use the leftover materials to add into their teas to add an even sweeter, delicious taste. One other thing I appreciate about the Pluck company is the way in which they formulate their tea bags. So many tea bag companies, even paper ones, use two commonly known petroleum-based plastics to formulate their tea bags: polypropylene and polyethylene. These are both, as I mentioned, petroleum-based plastic, and what's really detrimental is when we actually heat these plastics, they start to leach into our teas, and then obviously as we drink them, they start to come into our system, and they're very hard for our liver, our kidneys, and our body to even process them and eliminate them. So they become very detrimental, especially if you're someone like me who drinks tea on a daily basis. So rather than using polypropylene and polyethylene, Pluck has chosen to use a product called Soylon, which is a polylactic acid being sourced from 100% non-GMO corn. Additionally, this form of tea bag is 100% biodegradable, 100% compostable within 3 to 5 days, and contains no synthetic products such as petroleum or plastics added into them. So as I mentioned, I drink tea every day, and I can drink it more confidently knowing that the tea bags, as well as the ingredients that are in the tea bag, are much more impactful for helping to support my wellness journey. So without further ado, let me jump into the kitchen and introduce a special guest for today and show you how I make my natural London Fog Latte taste even better than the one from Starbucks. All right guys, we are in the kitchen, and before I introduce you to the special guest that's on this episode, I want to give you guys some context as to why I chose this person to be in this episode. This person is addicted to London Fog Lattes from Starbucks. And when I mean addicted, I mean they enjoy sitting in that long Starbucks lineup any time of the day to get their venti London Fog Latte. And if you guys have been following me for quite some time now, you know I'm not a fan of Starbucks. I will go solely for the social aspect if I'm meeting a friend, if I'm meeting this person, if I'm traveling somewhere. But if I can refrain from going to a Starbucks, I will. The quality of their products are not very great, but the one thing they do make is sweet, delicious, addicting drinks. And I want to help you make that transition away from buying Starbucks to save you money, to put better quality ingredients into your body, and to save yourself time by avoiding the lineup, and also to learn how to support more small local Canadian businesses, because Starbucks is not a Canadian business. So, are you guys ready to meet who's coming on here? Okay, she's coming. Let's go. It's my mom. This is my mom, Jen. Many of you know who she is. And this is the lady who's addicted to Starbucks London Fog Lattes. Yep, she is. Stands in line every day to get her delicious treat. But I want to help her cut this addiction and save you some money to make it at home. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make her my healthy version of a London Fog Latte using the Pluck Earl Grey tea. and we're gonna actually compare it to her London Fog Latte from Starbucks. See if she can even notice the difference. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
So one of these glasses is the Starbucks London Fog Latte, and another one of these glasses is the one that I made using the Pluck Earl Grey tea and made it into a latte form. So let's have my mom do the real taste test. So we want to rate these based on taste, consistency, flavor, like if it's bold or mild. But first, let's see if she can tell the difference. So you pick, you start when you're ready.
Start with this one. It's nice and hot. It's really good.
Is it sweet? Is it creamy?
It is very creamy.
Okay.
It is not super sweet.
Okay.
Which, when I normally get my London Fog at Starbucks, it's half sweet because it's too sweet.
Okay.
But this is really good. Lots of good flavor.
You can taste the Earl Grey?
Yes, I can. I can also taste lavender and a sweetness, but not a sugar sweet.
Okay. Number two.
Number two. Not as hot, not as flavorful compared to this one. I can really taste the lavender in this one. Not creamy. It's not creamy. I'm going to say that this one tastes better than this one.
Okay. So this one tastes better in terms of flavor of Earl Grey, or?
Yes.
Okay. And then which one do you think has better consistency?
This one.
Okay. And froth? Do you care about froth? Do you like it frothy, not frothy?
It doesn't really matter as long as it's a London fog. Do you think it's foggy in London? Let's go to London and find out. I really am liking this one.
Okay, so you like that one, but which one do you think is your Starbucks one?
That one.
And why do you think this one's the Starbucks one?
This is like a sweet, but not a sugar sweet.
Okay.
This vanilla sugar. It's vanilla sugar.
You can taste the vanilla sugar.
I can taste that it's sugar and not something else. This one is, you can really taste the lavender, where like that's the first kind of thing
flavor you get.
But this is even.
Okay. So you think this one's a Starbucks one and this is the one that I made?
Yeah.
Well, for someone who's addicted to Starbucks, you sure got that right. But interesting you say that that one's more creamy, because This is made with real milk.
Yep.
Which most people choose real milk because they want it to be a creamy latte. And this one is actually made with oat milk, which I think is like creamy but more frothy than normal milk, but I don't find it more creamy. So interesting that you found that. There's lavender in both of them. Like the tea bags of the Starbucks one has lavender, and then I actually steeped lavender in this one as well too. And then in terms of sweetener, they obviously use like classic cane sugar and vanilla sweetener. And then I used real vanilla extract, maple syrup instead. So, so does that mean you're gonna make the switch then?
Well, if you give me the recipe.
I guess I could do that. So the size that this makes is a venti size of a Starbucks drink. So how much is a venti London Fog at Starbucks, Mom?
$5.37.
$5.37. So that's using regular milk, right?
Yes.
So if you substitute oat milk or coconut milk, I think it's a 75-cent addition on top of that. And then the price of this one using oat milk and the Pluck Tea bag costs $3.29. So the price difference is quite significant. Save yourself some money, use better quality ingredients. I'm gonna list the ingredients here. So this is for the Starbucks one. This is for my at-home one.
Cheers to London Fog.
Okay guys, that wraps up this video. Thanks for joining me today, Mom, and doing the true taste test between the Starbucks London Fog and my own version of London Fog. And if you guys want to learn more recipes on how to use organic teas to make them taste good, pop over to the Joanne's Place YouTube. There'll be another video there, and I'll be talking all about how to make your at-home iced berry tea. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. You know we're on our way to 1,000 followers, and I hope to get that by the end of the year. And then also drop in the comments below what your favorite Starbucks drink is, and maybe my next video will be how to make a healthy version at home to save you money and use clean, natural ingredients as well. So we'll see you guys soon in the next video. Bye.
Bye.